Good day, viewers. Welcome to Careers Bistro. Here at Careers Bistro, we take a look at everything that is happening within the corporate world, starting, of course, with our interview where we take a seat with the managing partner of SNC Incorporated, as well as founder Shakwa Nyambe. And then we, of course, move over to our company profile for this week, not forgetting the career motivation that we will be receiving, of course, from Sanlam, and then the news that we have attended throughout this week. I'm, of course, Kofi, and I will be giving you a rundown on today's episode of the Careers Bistro. Now, let's head over to the interview to see what the SNC Incorporated managing partner as well as founder Shakwa Nyambe has to say. Right, if you're just joining us, you've of course tuned into Careers Bistro, where we talk about all things that are happening within the corporate world. Now, I am joined here by the managing partner as well as the founder of SNC Incorporated, Mr. Shakwa Nyambe. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited to be here to share with you the story.
All right. So how would you describe your time as a managing partner for SNC Incorporated, and how long has this been?
Yes. The law firm SNC Incorporated was founded in April 2019. So it's been 3 years now. I'm the founder and the managing partner.
Yes.
It's been exciting 3 years. We have done a lot of things within a short period of time. We've grown the team, and from 2 staff, we're talking about around 12 staff members, including lawyers and general staff members, and a whole of external, maybe I think 5 to 6 external consultants who are working with us, also giving us services. So it's been an exciting time for the past 3 years, and we have grown tremendously. Yeah.
Amazing. So you've been in existence for the past 3 years?
The past 3 years, yes.
All right. So what are your roles and responsibilities as the managing partner?
Yes. Apart from obviously managing the business, ensuring that there's leadership, ensuring that the business grows, I also advise, a lot of the clients. I love doing what I like, which is my specialty in energy, natural resources, commercial transaction, as well as drafting the interpretation of contracts. So that is mostly what I do, the services I offer to most of our clients within the energy sector, natural resources, mining, as well as commercial. Yes.
All right. So, seeing as that the company has just been in existence for the past 3 years thus far, where do you see the company in the next 5 years? Where would you love to see SNC Incorporated in terms of goals and so forth?
Yeah, thank you, Kapofi. I think we have our strategy. We have a good strategy and a good plan in terms of how we want to grow. We have a team which is skilled. Our skills are globally accepted within the energy and natural resources sector. We have a group of young lawyers, most of them trained in the UK and some in Namibia, including myself. So the services we are giving is not only limited to Namibia. We are servicing international energy and mining companies who are doing business here. So the plan is to expand beyond Namibia. Look at some of the regional centers like Johannesburg, international centers like London. So we want to ensure that we have a presence there. And I believe in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll be able to break in those commercial markets and centers.
Amazing. So the SNC Incorporated law firm at the moment focuses on energy and the mining sector per se.
Yes, that's our specialty, but we are full service law firm. So we're doing not only mining and energy, we're also doing the commercial transaction, dispute resolution, Now, all sort of legal services. But the energy and natural resources, that is the core of our specialty, and that's where a lot of these investments in Namibia are happening, as you know, with the oil and gas discoveries, the hydrogen, you know, the mining which is happening in the country. So these are big sectors which are bringing in a lot of economy, and they require skilled lawyers to assist them, advise them in their projects.
Right, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so I've read that you've been reappointed for the third term as the board of director for the AIEN.
Yes.
So do you think that there are more roles for you to take up? And tell us a little bit about the AIEN as well.
Yeah, thank you. So the AIEN stands for the Association of International Energy Negotiators. So it's a non-profit organization which helps energy negotiators around the globe. Just to ensure that they sharpen their skills, they're able to service their clients globally. So it's headquartered in Houston, Texas in the USA.
In the US, wow.
Yeah, and then it has regional chapters all over the world. So I'm the director responsible for the African chapter.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I ensure that there's leadership. You know, I have a regional executive committee which helps me to, you know, to organize the activities, the trainings and the workshops in the African chapter. Yes. You know, when I took over as the regional director for the African chapter, it was during COVID-19. Pandemic was very, very high. That was 2020. So there was no movement. We could only do virtual courses, virtual meetings, no in-person activities. However, we did a lot. We achieved a lot in that period, which impressed the AIEN board of directors, and because they believe in my leadership and they're confident in what I'm doing, so they still wanted me to proceed. And I felt like I had unfinished business, which I could finish now that COVID is no more so severe. You know, we will be able to host some of the in-person activities and seminars and trainings in some of the African countries. So literally, I think that is the plan, just to finish what I started, so that by the time I sign off, you know, I sign off at a higher note.
Amazing, amazing. All right, before I let you go, I'd also like to find out, what do you think are the importance of law firms such as SNC, which actually focus on the mining and energy industries within a sector, such in the Namibian sector, more especially?
You know, it's important to have specialized service providers, not only within the legal fraternity for law firms, but in most of the sectors, because some of these sectors, specifically, they're seeking for such specialized services from companies or law firms who have that specialized skills to be able to service them. I mean, they invest big money in this project. So they wouldn't want someone who doesn't have the skills to mess up their investments in terms of the advices they are being given. So hence, the specialization and the service to some of these sectors is very important. And from our law firm perspective, we have the skills, the expertise, and so far we're doing well in terms of servicing this energy and natural resources company, which are operating in Namibia.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Shakwa Nyambe, for joining us today.
Thank
you. All right. Before I let you go, do you have any final comments for our viewers?
No. Yes. Thank you so much. I think for the viewers, mostly the young ones, or the young professionals who want to make it in business or professionally, I think there are basic things you need to do, right? You know, you need to keep focus. You need to do the best in what you are doing. Just listen, be respectful, be confident, but not too overconfident.
Don't be cocky.
And you know, take your employees or your colleagues as equals. I don't think you are better than them. So once you have that in place, you will have a brighter future in terms of growing professionally, or even be able to manage your business. So I think that's what I have for the young upcoming professionals who want to make it big.
Wow.
Yeah, the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
You just need to have those general easy principles.
Yeah.
Once you have that in mind and you act like that, you can make it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have taken down those general principles, because I definitely have somewhere up there, and I'm definitely going to keep them in mind. But that was it for today's interview. Let's head over to the career motivation. Now, there was, of course, an amazing interview from our CEO this week, or rather the managing partner of SNC Incorporated. But it's, of course, time to head over to this week's career motivation. Now, for the career motivation, we will be stepping out of the studio because we are talking to the Sanlam Bridge Winners. Now, for the first Sanlam Bridge winner that we will be speaking to is, of course, K12, who created a software, or the name of the business is rather K12, which is a software that makes learning so much easier. And then we'll, of course, be going to Superfly Bio converters, where we will be learning a little bit about how they create their fertilizers and just how that business came to being, all thanks to the Sanlam, of course, for sponsoring the Bridge Winners. Let's take a look at what they have in store for us.
Hi, my name is Lloyd David. I'm the founder of K12 Education Inc.
Can you tell us more about your business and what it caters for?
It's an educational intelligent powered app that employs teaching board to deliver high quality education. We focus on school process, including grading, monitoring, assessment, reporting, school management, and administration.
All right, Lloyd, can you tell us more about the business and exactly the app? How can we get this app?
You can actually, we have a prototype, and we are busy developing version 2 because we already have version 1. So it will be available on user download. So you have to download it on Play Store. Yeah.
All right, and who can download this app?
Anyone, parents, teachers, learners, and the community at large.
If I download this app, what is it that I can get from it?
You can actually, as you being a learner, or just a community person, or you can actually get a lot of features according to your needs. But for a learner, you want to get a teacher board, which is available 24/7. For a parent, they really want to check the progress of their kids and if they are attending schools, if they are coming on school on time, and all that. But also for the teachers, what you can do with the app, it's used for monitoring purposes. If the learners are performing well, and also that's now where the principals also falls in, if the school is really doing well in terms of now the academic.
Okay, so do the teachers and learners enter data into the app, or how does it work?
No, okay. Okay, for the learners, it's gonna be free of charge, and for the school have to pay a recurring fee on a monthly basis. So now so the teachers will also now be able to access it.
All right, so why do you think this app is important in Namibia?
It's important because we actually have a very big gap in education, where you really find for the rich people, they are taking their kids on private schools where they have at least better education and better educational facilities. But if you look at some government schools, they don't have much facility to offer. So this whole app, it will be for private and for public, where you just cater everyone in regardless of their income.
Hi, my name is Oliver Bowser, and I am co-founder along with Sven Grittemeyer of Superfly Bio converters.
All right. So we're here at Sanlam today, and we know you're one of the bridge winners. How does that feel for you?
It's a validation of the whole project so far, and the ideas, and how we've gone about it, for someone to then take a look at it independently and be like, yeah, it's worth something compared to everything else, or on its own it's quite, it's worth something. Here's some money to start up with it, so, or in our case, to help continue funding our project. But yeah, it was quite good also to go through the program and the step-by-step process. Very good.
Okay, so speaking about the program and how you enrolled for it, how did you find that process?
That was my business partner Sven. He found it. I'm not sure exactly how he came across it, but yeah, he signed us up, and then the rest was history.
Okay, and what does your business have to offer?
What we have to offer, well, we have quite a lot to offer to various parties. Firstly, we convert food waste into animal protein again for feed. So we offer waste reduction for anyone who's interested, markets or the city in general eventually. And then for farmers, we'd offer basically insect protein as a substitute to fish meal, to help our oceans out a bit, because they're quite under some pressure. And then other gardeners or farmers, again, with the compost that the larvae eventually produce after feeding through all the food waste. So there's another offer there to home gardeners or other growers in general who want to grow food again. So completing the cycle, and then that also helps the environment, because less rotting food waste in the environment or in landfills in our cases, cause nutrient concentration seeping into the groundwater, and the anaerobic decomposition that takes place when it's just dumped in a place, releases methane, which is more potent than CO2 as a greenhouse gas. So that's another thing we offer. So it's a all-round holistic approach to using what humanity generates anyway, and at least trying to make a little bit of a difference in the current political and maybe especially environmental climate, how things are going.
Thank you so much.
Now, for this week's company profile, we of course have Coca-Cola Beverages Africa, Namibia, which is of course Coca-Cola. Who doesn't know Coca-Cola? If you of course don't know Coca-Cola, it's of course time for you to take a look at the company, see how our favorite soft drinks are made, and of course just take a tour around the company. Let's go.
Every day, thousands of people get up and go to work.
Thousands of people who all share a single vision.
The vision to refresh Africa every day. And make our continent a better place for all.
Why is it I do what I do?
Is it because I love that I can make a difference?
Is it because it makes me feel so proud?
Or is it because I'm one of over 20,000 employees who go to work every single day?
My mission is to see the satisfaction on the face of every single customer, every single day.
Because my customers are at the center of everything I do.
I am only one outlet of over 600,000 that CCBA services across Africa.
No matter how big or small you are, their service is always the same, always exceptional.
I always feel like they're a part of my world, and I know I'm the most important part of theirs.
The truth is, they really care about my business.
I am here every day helping my customers to achieve their dreams.
Decisions or actions.
And together, we work as one team. We are humble, but confident in all we do.
For us, it's not just about doing business. It's about doing business the right way.
Sustainability is integral to our working lives.
We take our environmental responsibility seriously.
I'm proud of our role in the Coca-Cola Foundation's Replenish Africa initiative, RAIN.
By the end of 2020, RAIN had given 6 million Africans better access to clean water. 3 million of those people live in CCBA territories.
We were part of the Coca-Cola Company's 5x20 program, which empowered 6 million women to build their businesses, support their families, and build their communities.
Over 2 million of these people live and work in Africa, and 1.2 million are in CCBA territories.
Those are the kind of numbers that make a real difference.
All of this we do with the highest possible integrity.
And a drive to perform to the highest standards.
That's our way, the CCBA way. But do you want to know what really sets us apart?
We know that our best accomplishments still lie ahead of us.
And that's why we take so much pride in what we do. It's why we love what we do. It is why we do what we do.
Well, that was it for you. That was it on today's episode of Careers Bistro. We've definitely learned a lot from the corporate world, starting of course with our interview with Mrs. Shakwa Nyambe, the managing partner of SNC Incorporated, and of course the founder of the law firm, where I got to find out a little bit more about the mining and energy sector within our country, especially here in Namibia, which is very important. And if you are looking for legal advice, of course, they are the correct people to contact, because they are going to give you the proper advice, especially when it comes to this sector. And I hope you have picked up a thing or two, because he's also mentioned a few principles for you to, of course, survive within this corporate world. And then we, of course, had our Sanlam Bridge Winners bringing us some motivation in our motivation corner, where we definitely feel more motivated, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. And I'd like to inform each and every one of you that when it comes to being an entrepreneur, it just doesn't have to be something tangible. It can also be a software that you create. Once you've created that software and you bring it into a market where people are able to purchase it, then you are an entrepreneur. And then we, of course, headed over to Coca-Cola Beverages Africa Namibia, where we've learned a lot more about the company. And of course, finally got to see our favorite soft drinks being made. Now, until next week, it is, of course, goodbye.